I'm Tom Butchko with Tom's Outdoor Living. My wife and I, Nina, we've got 2 active boys. We're out here all the time, including this morning, and like most mornings, playing a little tennis on the side yard, and it's built to be enjoyed. It really is our resort backyard, and my wife and I, we started going to Tulum a couple years back, and really liked it, and just wanted to bring a tropical vibe to the backyard, and I really wanted it to be different, even if you had to start replacing plants as annuals, it was still worth it. My wife will tell you the only thing she wanted from this project was pickleball. And so there was definitely a scramble for a ball that would bounce on this.
And now you don't hear that pong pong back and forth,
dink,
right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It really turned out well, and it's the best of both worlds with touch tennis, it's almost pickleball, and the soccer and the basketball, and really just the room to run and play.
And all of this is movable, right?
Exactly.
So you could have a full basketball kind of area here, or you could have a reception here if you wanted to.
Yeah, or multiple sports with multiple groups going. I mean, we with the birthday parties over here, or end of season basketball parties that we love to host. It's great to see the kids figure out how to use the space and love it. We were able to keep the irrigation on through the summer construction, and keeping the specimen pieces, the coral bark, Japanese maple, and the weeping bloodgood, keeping those alive. They came with the house, and you just really wanted to make sure those were protected during the construction process. We do a lot of phases of construction at Tom's, and this was definitely a stopping point for our construction. We did the concrete wall, which absolutely we wanted at a seat height, so that players waiting could be ready to go. But the azaleas, it certainly knocks down the balls when there was a lot more soccer going on. It protected the windows beautifully. And the Jap maple, it certainly took a hit during the construction, but it's some of those old school maple ridge landscaping plant material, and so it'll get transitioned over into the more resort kind of feel here sooner than later with the with how the Jap maple is unfortunately dying back.
And let's go back to this turf, because I know you have the golf course behind us here too, or the putting green. A lot of people think that there's no maintenance on this artificial turf grass, but there is a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we, when we install turf, we try to have maintenance plans at least one visit a year, where we're resanding, checking on the edges, making sure it's holding up, and it does have an aggregate base, and making sure the drainage isn't washing that out. It does take some maintenance, and you want to blow it off, and you still have to keep it clean, especially spring in Maple Ridge with the with everything dropping.
All the little seeds.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So part of that function is not having to mow a lawn next to the pool, right?
Yes, and you go to enough kiddie birthday parties with a pool, and the concrete is slick, and I knew I didn't want to have to worry about it, and so it's also a good gripper, and it really helps you relax. And we do so much AstroTurf at Tom's, especially in these areas between patio and pool, where it's hard for the grass to survive, and it makes a really nice option.
Right, and you're absolutely right. The tile would be slick, and kids are always falling and around the wet pool.
Yeah.
So you got some wisterias that are going to be beautiful. They're getting bigger, right?
Yes, they are. They're happy and healthy, and so future plans, a lot of phase approach around here and at our company, but just have a little old school, probably looking metal pergola of sorts, just to help shade the patio as well, and bring up the wisteria and keep it elevated. We have a big southern magnolia in the corner, and I grew up with a southern magnolia at Tom Senior's house, and so that smell of the bloom in summer, that it brings back good memories. And so we've got one of those, and you can really see in the deck work how we drop the deck, so that those big leaves didn't just fly into the pool all summer long. And then we've got a couple big loblolly pines that we take pride in cleaning up after, because there's always something dropping around here. But the shade that it provides and really the screening as well, it's invaluable.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.